Dear shareholders, a very good morning to all. I, Rajvi Upadhyay, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer of KPI Green Energy Ltd, formerly known as KPI Global Infrastructure Ltd, am delighted to welcome you all to the company's 14th annual general meeting, which will be held via video conferencing and other audio-visual means. Now, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all the dignitaries in the attendance, as well as to the members who have joined this AGM via video conference from their respective locations, including statutory auditors, secretary auditors, practicing company secretaries, and scrutinizers. Further to the migrating to the main board platform of BSC Limited and listing on the National Stock Exchange of India Limited, I am delighted to address appreciably more shareholders from the last year at this AGM. Given the company's significant involvement in the renewable energy business, and with a goal of contributing to the world's mission of renewable energy and following the footstep to achieve sustainable, efficient, and renewable power, the board has decided and also the shareholders have appreciated for renaming the company name to KPI Green Energy Limited. We are holding this AGM via video conferencing in accordance with the guidelines issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Government of India, and the Security and Exchange Board of India. Before we start the proceeding of this AGM, I will take you through certain points regarding the participation and voting at this meeting. All the members who have joined this meeting are by default placed on a mute mode by the host to avoid any disturbance arising from the background noise and ensure smooth and seamless conduct of the meeting. Members who have not voted through the remote e-voting can cast their vote through e-voting facility during the AGM. The proceeding of this meeting is being recorded for the compliance purpose. Before moving ahead, I declare that the requisite quorum for the meeting in accordance with the provisions of Section 103 of the Companies Act 2013 is present through video conference and as proposed and agreed by the Board of Directors of the company, Mrs. Bhadrawala Joshi, our non-executive director of the company, shall act as a chairperson for this meeting. Now, I request Bhadra ma'am to chair the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajesh. Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I, Bhadrawala Dhiman Joshi, Non-Executive Director and Chairperson for the meeting, have great pleasure in extending you a warm welcome to this 14th Annual General Meeting of your company. As a chairperson of this meeting, it is an honor for me to address all of you on behalf of the Board of Directors of your company. This meeting is conducted through video conference and other audiovisual means in compliance of circular issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, the Government of India, and the Securities and Exchange Board of India. The company has ensured to take all feasible steps to ensure participation of the shareholders in this annual general meeting and vote. Adequate facility of video conferencing has been provided by the company. The requisite quorum is present and therefore I call meeting to order and declare that the proceedings of this 14th annual general meeting has commenced. The Register of Director and key managerial personnel and Register of Contracts or arrangements in which directors are interested are available for inspection of the members. I wish to introduce the member of the Board of Directors and key managerial person and participating in this meeting for the benefit of new members attending this meeting. Our most respected Mr. Farooq Bhai Patel, Managing Director, Mr. Mohammad Sohail Daboya, Full-Time Director, Mrs. Venu Birappa, Non-Executive Independent Director, Mr. Sharat Chandra Patel, Non-Executive Independent Director, Mr. Mohammad Hanif Dal Chawal, Non-Executive Independent Director, Mr. Sayyidin Hassan, Chief Operating Officer, Mrs. Shabana Bajari, Interim Chief Financial Officer, Ms. Rajvi Upadhyay, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer. All the directors of the company are present at this meeting I wish to inform the members present that Mr. Sharat Chandra Patil, Chairman of Audit Committee, is present at this meeting in compliance to the SEBI listing obligation and disclosure requirement regulation 2015. The also authorized representative of the statutory auditors, Mrs. K. A. Sanghvi and Company LLP, secretarial auditor, Mrs. S.J.V. and Associate, and our practicing company secretary, Mr. Bhavesh Kumar Rawal, are also present in this meeting. Dear members, the notice dated 1st September 2022 conveying this annual general meeting and a copy of an annual report for the financial year ended March 31st, 2022 has already been circulated to members of the company electronically. With your permission, I shall take that as read. The auditor's report on the stand-alone and consolidated financial statements and the secretarial audit report of the company for the financial year ended March 31st, 2022 do not contain any qualification, reservation, adverse remark, or disclaimer. Accordingly, the reports are not required to be read out as provided in the Companies Act 2013. The company has provided the facility of remote e-voting to the shareholders to cast their vote electronically. The remote e-voting was open from 26 September 2022 at 9 a.m. and ended on 28 September 2022 at 5 p.m. We will now take up the official business of the meeting. I wish to inform the members that the resolutions have already been put to the vote through remote e-voting and e-voting during this AGM, and therefore there will be no proposing or seconding of the resolutions. I would request Ms. Raju Upadhyay, Company Secretary of the company, to read out the resolution set forth in the notice conveying this meeting circulated to you all. Ms. Raju Upadhyay.
Thank you, Madam. There have been total 13 agenda items containing in the notice calling 14th Annual General Meeting of the company, dated 1st September 2022. Ordinary business. Item number 1 is to receive, consider and adopt the audited standalone financial statements of the company for the financial year ended 31st March 2022, together with the reports of the Board of Directors and the auditors thereon, and the audited consolidated financial statement of the company for the financial year ended March 31st, 2022, together with the reports of the auditors thereon. Item number 2 is to confirm the payment of interim dividend of 6% and 4% aggregating to 10%, which is rupee 1 per equity share having a face value of rupees 10 each, which has already been paid to the shareholder within the prescribed period in the financial year 21-22. Item number 3 is to appoint Mr. Mohammad Sohil Yusufbhai Daboya, who retires by rotation and being eligible, offer himself for a reappointment. Special businesses are item number 4 is reappointment of Mr. Mohammad Hanif Mohammad Habib Dal Chawar as an independent director of the company for a second term. Item number 5, reappointment of Farooq Bhai Gulam Bhai Patel as a managing director designated as a chairman and managing director of the company for a period of 5 years. Item number 6 is approval of the material related party transactions with KP Bilcon Private Limited. Item number 7, approval of material related party transactions with KP Energy Limited. Item number 8 is revision in remuneration payable to Mr. Mohammad Sohil Yusufbhai Daboya, whole-time director of the company. Item number 9, increase in borrowing powers of the company. Item number 10, increase in the limit of creating charged security over the assets and undertaking of the company. Item number 10 is increase in the limit of loan and investments by the company. Item number 12 is payment of remuneration to Mrs. Vanu Birappa, non-executive and independent director for the financial year 22-23, which may exceed 50% of the total remuneration payable to all the non-executive directors of the company. Item number 30, rectification of remuneration of cost auditor. Bhadra Madam, please.
Thank you, Raju. It is well said that one can learn the value of the hardworking by working hard. So I would now request Ms. Shabana Bajari, who is recently appointed as Interim Chief Financial Officer of the company, to brief on financial aspect during the financial year 2021 to 2022.
Thank you, Madam. Dear shareholders, it's a matter of extreme delight for me to extend a warm welcome to one and all to the 14th Annual General Meeting of the members of KPI Green Energy Ltd. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I express sincere gratitude to your kind presence today here at this meeting. As Napoleon Hill once said, strength and growth come only through continuous effort and struggle. And we here at KPI Green Energy Ltd have made growth a way of life. I'm very happy to share the continued growth highlights of the year 21-22. Let me begin by walking through some of the significant developments for the fiscal year ended March 22. The growing business is giving the requisite propulsion, making your company bigger and stronger day by day. And this is vividly reflected in the consolidated overall revenue, which has increased from rupees 103.94 crores to rupees 231.52 crores, indicating a 123% hike on a year-on-year basis. The consolidated revenue from operations rose from 103.5 crores to 229.94 crores. And that both the key segments of the revenue, namely the IPP and the CPP, have also shown progressive and consistent increase in their total share towards the revenue. Kindly allow me to give you a quick overview of the power sales segment. While we had consolidated operating capacity at 49 megawatt as on March 21, during 21-22, the capacity increased by more than double, bringing the total consolidated capacity to 100 megawatt, with about 35 megawatt being the capacity added during the last quarter of the year. Despite the entire capacity of 100 megawatt being available only during the last quarter, there is a remarkable increase in the number of units generated from 7.94 crores in 2021 to 10.39 crores in 21-22. And also an increase in revenue from rupees 48.18 crores to rupees 57.59 crore under the sale of power segment. The sale of captive power plant, the second business segment, has massively grown from 49.79 crore to rupees 167.93 crore on a consolidated basis, which is a whopping growth of 237% on a year-on-year basis. While we had just 9 megawatt of consolidated CPP capacity as on March 21, we achieved a growth of more than 6 times of 56 megawatt, thereby enhancing the total capacity under CPP to 65 megawatt. Coming to the profitability of the year 21-22, continuing the trend of excellent profitability, we have a consolidated EBITDA at rupees 110.35 crores during 21-22, as against that of 64.04 crore in 2021. We would also like to highlight that an extraordinary long-term saving has been achieved by migrating the loan from Power Finance Corporation to State Bank of India, which has caused the annual average rate of interest to reduce from 11.30% to 7.45%. The consolidated net profit has shown a remarkable growth from rupees 14.29 crore to rupees 43.23 crores, thereby reflecting an 18.67% during 21-22. Further, we also wish to inform that the return on capital employed has improved from 12.73% during 2021 to 18.14% during 21-22 on a consolidated basis. Similarly, the return on equity has also remarkably increased from 12.78% to 28.13% during 21-22, considering the growth in CPP revenue. The consolidated earnings per share of the company during 21-22 is that of rupees 23.93 per share, and that against 7.91 during the previous year. We are also happy to inform that your company has started paying dividend since November 21 at 6% and the second interim dividend at 4% in January 2022. Quickly going through the balance sheet overview, The strength of the company is reflected in its balance sheet with a consolidated asset base at rupees 481.29 crores in March 22 as against 315.11 crores in March 21, thereby registering a 53% growth in the asset base. The debt equity ratio of the company reflected a marginal increase at 2.19 as against 2.12, and the debt service coverage ratio for the year stands at 1.74 times. The net worth of the company increased by 36.89%, whereby the net worth rose from rupees 112.30 to rupees 1 crores to rupees 153.74 crores. Going on way ahead, as a contributor to the national goal of 430 gigawatt by 2030, we at KPI Green have an ambitious goal of achieving 1,000 megawatt capacity together under both its IPP and CPP segments by the end of 2025. We are also happy to share that the first quarter of 22-23 recorded the highest quarterly turnover ever at rupees 122.81 crores on a consolidated basis with a quarterly EPS at 12.31. I understand the curiosity pertaining to the numbers of the half year of 22-23, and the curiosity is justified. However, on behalf of the board, I would request all the shareholders to have trust and faith in the team and the persistent efforts made by all at KPI, and we shall, with the grace of Almighty, stand tall and firm. I believe in the power of gratitude and the ripple effect it has that surges us forward, transforming and inspiring us towards better business outcomes. With these words, I once again, on behalf of the board and entire KPI team, express heartfelt thanks to stakeholders and to one and all of those who have been a part of a journey here. Thank you, everyone. Over to Bhadra, madam.
Thanks, Shabanaji. Mrs. SJV and Associate, practicing company secretaries, has been appointed as a scrutinizer for independently carrying out the e-voting in a fair and transparent manner, has verified the voting process along with the details received from the CDSL, the e-voting service provider. The result of remote e-voting and e-voting done during this AGM would be announced after receipt of the consolidated report from the scrutinizer. Subject to receipt of the requisite number of votes, the resolution shall be deemed to be passed on the date of this 14th Annual General Meeting, that is 29th September 2022. The scrutinizer is requested to hand over the result to Ms. Rajiv Upadhyay, the Company Secretary and Compliance Officer of the company, within the stipulated time. The result will also be displayed on the website of the company as well as on the website of the stock exchange, that is Bombay Stock Exchange and National Stock Exchange of India Limited. Meeting a deadline is not enough. Beating a deadline should be motto of the life. This is well said by the Dhirubhai Ambani and well accepted by Mrs. Venu Birappa. I would now like to request Mrs. Venu Birappa, Independent Director of the company, to share with you some of the regulatory and corporate governance highlights of your company and future prospects. Venu.
Thank you, Bhadravin. Good morning to one and all. As an independent director of the company, I, on behalf of KPI Green Energy Ltd, warmly welcome you all to the 14th Annual General Body Meeting. I would like to place before you the regulatory aspects of the renewable industry in which your company operates its business and also the corporate governance practices followed by this company. If we look into the regulatory environment today, the Indian renewable sector is one of the top attractive markets in the world. Renewable energy capacity has gained pace over the past few years and has increased by 2.9 times in past 7.5 years. And solar energy has increased nearly 18 times. With the increased support of the government and the improved economics, the sector has become attractive to the investors. As India looks into a single-handedly meeting its own energy demand, which is expected to reach 15820 terawatt hours by 2040, the renewable energy is set to play an important role, and your company is binding to it. The Indian government plans to create a green city in every state, fueled by renewable energy, which means solar rooftop systems, solar parks, waste to power stations, and EV-enabled public transport systems, which are all used to create green metropolis. The Green Energy Corridor, which is called the GEC project, which has been launched to synchronize electricity produced from such renewable sources on a large scale, such as solar and wind and hybrid, with the grid conventional power stations, which really helps in evacuation of the power. And that is the reason why Gujarat has been a very good corridor for the renewable power. The government is committed to increase the use of clean energy sources and has undertaken various large-scale sustainable power projects and also has fixed an RPO for the states, wherein we as solar developers can really yield and give a lot of support to all the people who want to fulfill their RPO. Renewable energy has the potential to create many employment opportunities at all levels, especially in rural areas. The Ministry of New and Renewable Energy has set an ambitious target to set up renewable energy capacities to the tune of 227 gigawatt by the financial year 22, of which about 114 gigawatt is planned for solar, 67 gigawatt for wind, and others for hydro and biomass projects. Similarly, the hybrid power policy issued by the Government of India and the lucrative tariff order described under the hybrid policy by GRC is really beneficial to the company who want to contribute towards the development of hybrid power projects under the hybrid power policy, which is the future. Your company has also moved in harnessing the hybrid projects in Gujarat. Looking to the corporate governance framework, let me tell you a few things. Being an independent director and being a part of the membership in the various statutory committees of the company, I would like to inform that the company is mainly focused on enhancement of the long-term value creation for all the stakeholders without compromising on integrity, social obligation, environment, and regulatory compliances. For your company, adherence to the corporate governance stems not only from letter of law, but also from our inherent belief in doing business the right way. Your company has a balanced board with optimum combinations of executive and non-executive directors, including independent directors who play a crucial role in the board processes and provides independent judgment on the issue of strategy and performances. Your company has various policies in compliance with the applicable law for effective corporate governance and its true letter and spirit. Being a member of CSR committee, social and environment responsibility has always been at the forefront of your company. As a result, the company consistently contributes towards the socially responsible activities. Your company believes that to succeed, an organization must maintain the highest standards of corporate behavior towards the employees, customers, and societies in which it operates. Thank you all. Thank you all.
Thanks, Vanubin. No is not enough. We must apply. Will is not enough. We must do. These are the basic principles of our Sayuddin Hassan Saab. So I would now like to request Mr. Sayuddin Hassan, Chief Operating Officer of the company, to share with you some of the key highlights of performance of your company and future prospects. Sheikh Hassan Saab.
Thank you, Bhadra ma'am. Good morning and a very warm welcome on behalf of Board of Directors to all the shareholders and participants of this 14th AGM of your own company, KPI Green Energy Ltd. And also my sincere thanks for sparing your valuable time to attend this meeting. John Adams, America's second president, aptly said that every problem is an opportunity in disguise. That means any problem that humanity faces, there are always opportunities available. So while COVID-19 has resulted in considerable disruption in business globally, the positive side of the pandemic is that importance and criticality of sustainability has been enforced in people's mind, and hence the adoption of sustainable energies, process, and technology has received due focus and attention. At the 26th session of COP26, India has shown its commitment to sustainability by adopting Panchamrit, the 5-point agenda, to combat climate change by achieving about 50% cumulative electric power installed capacity from non-fossil fuel-based energy resources by 2030, and setting another ambitious goal of net zero emission by 2070. On behalf of company, we assure you that we are well equipped with resources, infrastructure, and a capable team of qualified, trained, skilled, and diligent employees to capitalize on the emerging opportunities in the energy sector and create holistic value for all shareholders. Coming to the key highlights of the financial year, James Cash Penny has said that growth is never by mere chance. It is the result of forces working together. Same has been true in case of KPI Green also, that all the forces are working in a synchronized manner in a well lubricated machineries, and that has shown into the results. We have already heard from Shabana ma'am that our revenues shot by 120% from 103.5 crore in financial year 21 to 229.94 crore in 22. This was possible by commissioning of additional 107 megawatt capacity in this financial year 22. So with this addition, cumulative commission capacity increased from last year's 58 megawatt to now 165 megawatt up to financial year 22. So a hopping increase of 184%. IPP units generated, which gives the revenue directly to the company, increased from 7.9 crore to 10.4 crore, a substantial increase of 31%. There are two records. One of the record has already been broken. In fact, your company bagged single largest CPP order of 25 megawatt in financial year 22. Though it has been broken, as I said. Second record that we made was we also bagged CPP order of 54.6 megawatt, which is highest ever record in any quarter of the company. Land bank has gone up to 850 plus acres, which is sufficient for about 350 megawatt of capacity. The IPP and CPP, the breakup and additions, 31st March 21, IPP was 49.22. Addition was 51 megawatt. So total became 100. So it's almost doubled. And order in hand is already 19 megawatt. We have the PPA. CPP last financial year, 31st March 21, it was 9.35 only. And there is a hopping addition of 56 megawatt, resulting in the cumulative capacity of CPP to 65 megawatt. So both put together becomes 165 megawatt, which was only 58.57 megawatt as of 31st March 21. So that 58 megawatt has become 165 megawatt now. And order in hand for CPP is again a substantial capacity of 83 megawatt, So both put together, the order in hand is already 102 megawatt. So clearly, we are marching towards doubling our capacity in the ongoing financial year 23. There are 9 new locations which got commissioned in addition to Suri, which is our first location where we started our operations. Those 9 locations are Renada, Bhimpura, Muler, Ochan, Kurchan, Vedcha, Janor, Wagra, and Bhesli. It also gives me a pleasure to announce that there are 6 more new locations where we have started the project. And they are 1 Sarod, 2nd Samoj, 3rd Muler, 4th Ochan, 5 Ora, and 6th Bhungar in Bhavnagar. Another important highlight is that unless you have power evacuation available, you would not be able to inject the power into the grid. So it gives me immense pleasure to announce the total power evacuation received from STU, the JETCO, till 31st March 22 is 240 megawatt. So with this, we will be able to double our capacity without any blockage. For any company, it's important to think about future. So your company is also a future-oriented company, which always keep thinking something innovative to improve the performance. So way forward is that the company has planned to contribute 1000 megawatt capacity by calendar year 2025. That is to say 1 gigawatt. So this is 1% of Honorable Prime Minister's plan of 100 gigawatt when he had given. The breakup of IPP will be 250 megawatt and CPP will be 750 megawatt. That's what is envisaged. Another path-breaking policy that came in Gujarat is hybrid hybrid policy. So we are also planning to execute. In fact, it's already under execution. And in this financial year, it's planned to be commissioned. So we are planning to execute 16.1 megawatt of wind plus 10 megawatt of solar. So both put together 26.1 megawatt of hybrid capacity at Bhungar in Bhavnagar. This is under IPP. So this will be owned by us and the power will be sold through bilateral PPA. We shall also execute CPP projects under hybrid policy. The major drivers for hybrid projects are lucrative policy and the tariff order, nil transmission charges on solar units, monthly energy banking without any banking charges, optimum utilization of power evacuation infrastructure as wind and solar complement each other. And last but not the least, very important parameter is the improved grid stability. The synergy between our wind energy group company, KP Energy, and KPI Green shall ensure most cost-effective, reliable, speedy execution with best quality. We also plan to use higher efficiency solar panels with tracker. We also plan to use higher capacity string inverters, which will bring down the LCOE, levelized cost of energy. And last, introduction of waterless robotic cleaning for water conservation, reduction in cost of cleaning, and higher unit generation. At the end, I thank you all for your continued patronage, all the shareholders and all the stakeholders. And I, on behalf of the company, assure you that your company is on an unparalleled growth trajectory. And inshallah, we'll keep delivering results beyond your expectations with your dua, best wishes, and blessings, and of course, Allah's help. Thank you so much. Over to you, ma'am.
Thanks, Hassan sir. Leadership is capacity to translate vision into reality. One who think and talk about solutions can lead a company. Followers think and talk about the problems. We are fortunate that we have our midst such a dynamic leader. So I would request Mr. Farooq Patel Managing Director of the company, to share few words with you. Farooq bhai.
Thank you, Vedra. Very good morning and warm welcome to all of you on the 14th annual general meeting of KPI Green. I'm thanking Mr. Amish Sanghvi, Statutory Auditor, thanking Sarad Patil Sahab, Independent Director, Vanu Birappa, Suhail Daboya, Vedra Madam, Saidul Hassan, Hanif Bhai, Shabana, and Rajvi. And thanks to the Bhavesh, Raval, Janki, and the big sir and technical support and all the team, and of course, the stakeholder who have put a trust in this company. Assalamu alaikum. And I say that yaki mehkam amal pe hum mohabbat fatah hai alam, जिहाद जिंदगानी में यही मर्दों की शमशीर है. એટલે કે इस जमाने के अंदर में मेहनत एक ही चीज ऐसी है जिसकी वजह से आप अपने आप को और आपकी कंपनी को या आपकी फाइनेंशियल स्ट्रेंथ को संभाल सकते हैं. और वही चीज आपको रिफ्लेक्ट हुई है 2022 के रिजल्ट्स के अंदर में. मुझे गर्व महसूस हो रहा है और टीम के ऊपर में गर्व महसूस हो रहा है और आप लोगों का शुक्रिया अदा कर रहा हूं कि आपकी कंपनी मार्च 22 में जो टर्नओवर किया है वो है 229.94 करोड़. फिगर्स तो सवाना ने और बाकी सब लोगों ने बहुत ढंग से बताए होंगे, फिर भी मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूं कि मुझे कितना याद है. 229.94 करोड़ रुपीस, विच वॉज 2021 में 103.5 करोड़ था. इसी तरह पैट भी आपने देख लिया होगा कि खाली रेवेन्यू के तौर पे नहीं बढ़ रही है कंपनी, बॉटम लाइन भी कंपनी की काफी अच्छी हो रही है. 43.24 इन लास्ट ईयर कंपेयर टू दी 2021 14.35. कैश फ्लो भी आप देखोगे, जो सबसे की पोजीशंस होती है कंपनी की, 102.04 करोड़, विच इज प्लस, which was a minus in 2021, 1.64 crore rupees. लोन फैसिलिटी जो हम लोगों ने पीएफसी से ली थी 178 करोड़ की, जो 11.30% के ऊपर में हम लोग लोन ले रहे थे, उसको टीम ने मिलके एसबीआई में ट्रांसफर किया, जिसका इंटरेस्ट है 7.45%, which gives you a 3.85% एनुअल सेविंग आपकी कंपनी को मिल रहा है. अगेन ये सब करने के बिहाइंड में जो मेन चीज है वो कंपनी का आईपीपी को बढ़ाना, और वो काम करके दिया है टीम ने कि आईपीपी 100 क्रॉस किया इन लास्ट मार्च 2022. जो 21 में था 49, 51 मेगावाट जो प्लस किया है, इट्स सैल्यूटेबल टू द टीम. इसी तरह से सीपीपी 65 क्रॉस किया, जो 21 में 9 था, यानी नया 56 इंक्रीज किया. ऑल टुगेदर अगर आप देखने जाएंगे तो 107 मेगावाट आईपीपी और सीपीपी मिला के कंपनी की टीम ने, कंपनी के लोगों ने इसको प्लस किया है. इट्स रियली अचीवेबल थिंग्स फॉर द कंपनी. अभी अभी ही आपने न्यूज़ सुना होगा, क्योंकि ये सारी चीज़ें तो मेरे ख्याल से हमारे सीएफओ साहब और सीओ साहब ने बताई. आपने 2-3 दिन पहले ही न्यूज़ लिया होगा कि हम लोगों ने, हमारी कंपनी ने, आपकी कंपनी ने, वी हैव क्रॉस द 200 मेगावाट्स इन दिस क्वार्टर, आईपीपी और सीपीपी मिला के. दूसरी खुशी की बात यह है कि वी हैव द ऑर्डर इन हैंड of sufficient order in hand विच विल इंशाल्लाह क्रॉस मार्च के अंदर में हम लोग का टारगेट है, हम लोग 300 प्लस क्रॉस करेंगे इंशाल्लाह। ये सब काम के लिए जो मेन चीज है वो है इवैक्यूएशन फैसिलिटीज, वेयर द रेगुलेटरीज हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं एज ए इंडिपेंडेंट थॉट और इंडिपेंडेंट डायरेक्टर के तरीके से पाटिल साहब और भद्रा बहन, सॉरी पाटिल साहब और वेणु बहन, वो लोगों ने पाइपलाइन जो डिजाइन करके हमने दिया था उसको एंडोर्स किया हुआ है। वी ऑलमोस्ट हसन साहब क्रॉस द पाइपलाइन ऑफ 360 मेगावाट हमारे पास है।
लेटेस्ट फिगर।
यस, लेटेस्ट फिगर। सो ऑल टुगेदर अगर देखने जाएंगे तो इंशाल्लाह वी विल हैव द इन अ कंपनी 660 का टोटल पाइपलाइन हमारे पास रेडी हो चुका है। लास्ट ईयर का एक अचीवमेंट रहा है हमारा बीएससी से प्लेटफॉर्म से, एसएमई प्लेटफॉर्म से हम लोगों ने बीएससी एंड एनएससी दोनों पे माइग्रेट करके आपकी कंपनी मेन बोर्ड पे शिफ्ट हुई। ये भी एक अचीवमेंट था और ये अचीवमेंट रेगुलेटरीज अगेन कंपनी सेक्रेटरी भावेश जानकी एंड दी ऑल पीपल हु हैव डन दिस, उसको हमको अप्रिशिएट करना ही रहेगा। दैट्स अ वेरी गुड अचीवमेंट फॉर द कंपनी एंड इन्वेस्टमेंट पर्पस। अगेन द केपीआई ग्लोबल जो नाम था उसको केपीआई ग्रीन किया। दैट्स आल्सो द रिमार्केबल थिंग्स पीपल हैव डन इन द कंपनी। सब लोगों ने बताया, इसी तरह से मैं भी अनाउंस कर रहा हूं कि बाय 2025 कैलेंडर ईयर वी आर इंशाल्लाह रीचिंग टू 1000 मेगावाट इन केपीआई ग्रीन। और वो सिर्फ बातें नहीं हो रही है, उसके हिसाब से काम चल रहा है। और इसी के ऊपर में हम लोगों ने कहा कि 660 मेगावाट का इवैक्यूएशन भी हमारे पास ऑलरेडी ऑल टुगेदर इंक्लूडिंग जो एग्जिस्टिंग है और नए के लिए हम लोगों के पास आ चुका है। इसी तरह से लेटेस्ट जो वेनुवेन ने बात कही, हसन साहब ने बात कही, हाइब्रिड एनर्जी जो है यानी विंड एंड सोलर दोनों को मिला के जो नई पॉलिसीज, वेरी लिक्विडेटिव पॉलिसीज वगैरह है और आगे भी वो आती रहेगी गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से। इस वजह से हमने कंपनी के अंदर आईपीपी और सीपीपी दोनों को स्टार्टअप ले लिया है। इस साल हम लोग 16.1 मेगावाट hybrid. When I say 16.1, it means 10 megawatt solar and 16 megawatt of wind. Altogether 26.1 megawatt IPP कंपनी, आपकी कंपनी डालने जा रही है इन महुआ। इसी तरह से सीपीपी में भी आपकी कंपनी ने एक गोल्ड माइन खोज के रखा हुआ है, वहां पर ट्रायल बेस पे 9 मेगावाट का सीपीपी का ऑर्डर भी ऑलरेडी बैक भी कर लिया है, बोर्ड पे भी आ गया है। और विद दी सोलर उसको भी हम लोग इसी फाइनेंशियल ईयर में खत्म करेंगे इंशाल्लाह। ऑल टुगेदर दूसरे भी बहुत सारी चीजें ऐसी है जो शायद अगले क्वार्टर में आपको दिखाई पड़ेगी और बोर्ड पे भी आ जाएगी फॉर द स्टैक होल्डर्स। कंपनी की फिलॉसफी और कंपनी का मोटिव जो है वो बहुत ही क्लियर है कि हमारी कंपनी एनवायरनमेंट को क्लीन एनवायरनमेंट देना चाहती है, क्लीन एनर्जी के द्वारा क्लीन एनवायरनमेंट देना चाहती है। साथ साथ में कंपनी जो अर्न कर रही है उसमें से कुछ हिस्सा समाज से मिला हुआ हिस्सा समाज को ही वापस देना और समाज को स्ट्रेंथ करने के लिए यूज करना। इस वजह से हम कंपनी का एक लेख है, सीएसआर जो लेख है वो केपी ह्यूमन फाउंडेशन के द्वारा हम लोग कंपनी का बहुत सारा हिस्सा जो समाज के अंदर वापस दे रहे हैं। उसमें मैं छोटे से ग्लिम्स देता हूं कि लास्ट ईयर कंपनी 70 लाख स्पेंड किए सिर्फ एजुकेशन के अंदर में। 2 गवर्नमेंट की स्कूल कंपनी ने एडॉप्ट की हुई है, उसमें 700 बच्चे पढ़ रहे हैं। 35,000 के करीब नोट्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूट की गई है। विद इन 3 ईयर 12 स्मार्ट क्लास विद हाईटेक थिंग्स कंपनी अपने द्वारा दे चुकी है और वो भी 85 इयर्स पुरानी स्कूल्स के अंदर में। 70 टैबलेट विद हाईटेक लाइब्रेरी कंपनी के द्वारा बनाई गई है, जहां पर यूपीएससी के बच्चे पढ़ रहे हैं, जो हो सकता है कि फ्यूचर में उनमें से बहुत सारे बच्चे आईएएस, आईपीएस, चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट, आईआरएस बन के बाहर निकलेंगे। इसी तरह से कंपनी के द्वारा 24+ लाख रुपीस जो है हेल्थ के अंदर में, मेडिकल हेल्थ के अंदर में कंपनी के द्वारा दिए गए हैं। बिलीव इन ह्यूमन फर्स्ट कंसेप्ट, 12 सोलर वाटर्स जो है हॉस्पिटल में दिए गए, वुमेन्स को, सीनियर सिटीजन वगैरह को, ऑर्फन हाउस में वगैरह हम लोगों ने डोनेट किए हुए हैं। अरेंज for the food the people observing a fast during the holy month of श्रावण महीने के अंदर में फूड का डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन हो रहा है। और बहुत सारी जगह ऐसी है कि जहां पर श्रावण महीना हो, रमजान महीना हो, जहां पर लोग फास्टिंग करते हैं, तो उनको उस वर्क को भी कंपनी के द्वारा कैटर किया जाता है। ऑर्फन्स को हरिद्वार वगैरह की विजिट्स कराई जाती है। ऑर्फन्स में ही कुछ बच्चे माजूर होते हैं, उन लोगों को मक्का मदीना की भी यात्राएं करवाई जा रही है। इंक्लूडिंग स्टाफ में भी हरिद्वार, अजमेर वगैरह की बहुत सारी सुविधाएं लास्ट ईयर और इस साल क्रिएट करके कंपनी भेज रही है। सो स्पिरिचुअल भी लोग अपने साथ जुड़े रहें और आपकी कंपनी को स्ट्रेंथ मिलती रहे, लॉन्ग लास्टिंग रहे। बहुत सारे ऐसे भी चीजें हैं कि जैसे वृद्धाश्रम है, तो 25 किलोवाट का वहां पर सोलर प्लांट डाल के वहां से बिजली की जो एक्सपेंडिचर्स होता है उसको लाइफ टाइम के लिए कम कर दिया जाए। ये बहुत सारी चीजें ऐसी है जिसकी मैंने ग्लिम्स दी। कहने का मतलब ये रहा है कि कंपनी सिर्फ अर्निंग जो है उसके साथ साथ में सोसाइटी को मजबूत करना, लास्ट पीपल ह्यूमन जो है जिसको मदद कम मिल रही है या सोसाइटी से दूर, जैसे वृद्धाश्रम वगैरह या ऑर्फन्स हैं या डिसेबल बच्चे हैं, स्पेशल एबल चाइल्ड्स हैं, उनके लिए भी कंपनी अपने आप को आगे रख के बहुत सारी चीजें कर रही है। फॉर योर नॉलेज ओनली फॉर द स्टेक होल्डर्स, ताकि हम सब इस चीजों को डिक्लेयर इसलिए किया जाता है ताकि सब लोग मिलके ये चीजों के ऊपर भी ध्यान दे, ताकि सोसाइटी के अंदर में एक अच्छा सा माहौल ऐसा भी खड़ा होना चाहिए कि सिर्फ और सिर्फ अर्निंग इज नॉट द मैटर। अर्निंग के साथ साथ में सोसाइटी को अच्छा बनाना ये भी हमारी जवाबदारियों में आता है। शायद आपको लगेगा कि एनुअल मीटिंग के अंदर फारूक भाई ये चीजें कह रहे हैं, जो चीजें फाइनेंशियल से हटके, फाइनेंस वाली चीजें तो मेरे ख्याल से सीएफओ और सीईओ साहब ने बताई, कंपनी के बारे में बताया, बहुत सारी चीजें बताई, लेकिन ये एक ऐसी चीज है कि जिसको भी हम सब लोगों को इंस्पायर होके या हम सब लोगों को इस पर ध्यान देके हमसे जो भी कंट्रीब्यूट हो सके फॉर द टुवर्ड्स द सोसाइटी, वो भी हम सब लोगों को मिलके करना चाहिए। और मैं आशा रखता हूं कि मेहनत के साथ साथ दुआएं भी आपकी कंपनी के साथ जुड़ी रहेगी, तो आपका ग्रोथ कोई नहीं रोक सकता इंशाल्लाह इन फ्यूचर ऑल्सो। और आप यकीन रखिएगा, आप ट्रस्ट रखिएगा कंपनी के अंदर में कि आज जो कंपनी काम जो कर रही है, आज जो कंपनी काम कर रही है, ऐसी 2020, 19, 20, 21 के आप ट्रैक देखो, 2021 के बाद के ट्रैक देखो, कंपनी इज ग्रोइंग इन सच अ मैनर्स के हम लोग बहुत ही कम टाइम के अंदर में एक अनाउंस करेंगे कि सैप इम्प्लीमेंटेशन अगले साल से हमारी कंपनी में हो रहा है। इट्स अगेन द स्टेप टुवर्ड्स द रीचिंग टू द न्यू माइलस्टोन्स। यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड सैप कब कौन सी कंपनी लाती है। सो कंपनी हैव द वेरी गुड पोटेंशियल, और खाली पोटेंशियल की बातें नहीं है, ये टीम आर वेल क्वालिफाइड, वेल एक्सपीरियंस, हु हैव दी स्टेप्स कि एक के बाद कौन सा स्टेप, सेकंड स्टेप, थर्ड स्टेप, और इस तरह से पूरे प्लानिंग हो रहे हैं। और आई एम गिविंग यू द कॉन्फिडेंट दैट बाय 2025 एंड अभी आप जहां पर है वहां से कितना गुना होंगे वो हम सब शायद शायद नहीं सोचा है। वो इतना बड़ी सोच के साथ और इतने बड़ी मेहनत के साथ कंपनी चल रही है, और मैं यकीन दिलाता हूँ कि ये चीज इंशाल्लाह खत्म होगी होगी और होगी। वो जब इरादा पक्का हो तो मेरे ख्याल से, और उसकी तरफ मेहनत होती है, तो ईश्वर भी उसमें सपोर्ट करता है। और हम लोगों ने तो देखी हुई है ईश्वर की सपोर्ट भी खुली आंखों से, बद्रा बेन एंड वेनु बेन, दैट मेहनत के सामने ईश्वर जब सपोर्ट करता है तो उस कंपनी को कोई नहीं रोक सकता। आपकी कंपनी सिर्फ और सिर्फ आपकी ही है, और अच्छे लोगों की बनाई हुई कंपनी है, अच्छे मेहनत वाले लोगों की बनाई हुई कंपनी, अच्छी मेहनत कर रहे हैं। और हम लोग का एक ही सूत्र है जिसकी सक्सेस के पीछे का हम सब मिलके एक ही, जिस तरह से फिल्में चलती है एंटरटेनमेंट एंटरटेनमेंट और एंटरटेनमेंट से, आपकी केपीआई चल रही है मेहनत मेहनत और मेहनत से। और गांधी जी का सूत्र है कि अथाक परिश्रम नो कोई ज विकल्प न थी। गुजराती में ऐसा कहते हैं कि अथाक परिश्रम नो भावेश कोई विकल्प ज न थी, यानी मेहनत का ऑल्टरनेटिव कोई है ही नहीं। और ये सब यंग लोग हैं, आप यकीन मानिए सब यंग लोग हैं। आज भी हर हर आज आपका हर डायरेक्टर 1.5 घंटा तो जिम में निकालता है। फॉर योर नॉलेज ओनली आई एम सेइंग दिस थिंग। सो थैंक यू वेरी मच टू लिसनिंग मी, एंड थैंक यू वेरी मच टू आप लोगों ने सबने पार्टिसिपेट किया। अच्छी तरीके से आपकी कंपनी का विजन मिशन आप लोग सब इंटरप्रेट कर ही लेंगे। और अगर फिर भी कोई चीज़ ऐसी हो जो ऑडिट के लायक हो तो हमारे हमीश भाई बैठे हुए हैं, कोई इसके लिए हो तो हमारे सीएफओ साहब बैठे हुए हैं, सीईओ साहब बैठे हुए हैं। यू कैन आस्क एनी क्वेश्चन टू द पीपल डायरेक्टली, and it is a very transparent company. Whenever the stakeholder wants something or the shareholder wants something, you can ask the question. It's an open thing, and this is a very transparent company. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Farooq bhai, for an inspiring address. I wish to inform the members that we have not received any request for registration from the shareholders to express their views and or ask questions during the meeting in accordance with the instructions provided in the notice calling this AGM. So there being no other business to conduct, I once again thanks to all of you for sparing your valuable time and making it convenient to participate in meeting through video conference and other audio-visual means facility. As a part of our tradition, I request everyone to stand up for national anthem and declare this 14th annual general meeting as concluded.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधितरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे शुभ आशीष मांगे गाए तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Vinod ji,
Can we conclude the meeting?
Please.
please.
Yes, with your permission, we are concluding the meeting.
Okay, okay. Thank you.